It's week 4 of the portfolio simulation, and it doesn't look too good. The markets are going down, and so are all of our 3 portfolios. We have one stock that has gone up. It's Amgen, and that's actually kind of interesting to look at. Could we predict that that's one stock will go up and everything else down? I don't think so. And when we look at the company itself, it looks healthy. It looks stable, and I think it's a good reminder of looking at businesses instead of the stocks. So a lot of times we focus on the graphs and we look at the movements. We compare it to the movement, the stock price, maybe a couple of months ago, instead of just looking at the business itself. And I have to say, if we would try to evaluate the companies without knowing anything about news, without knowing anything about the interest rates, and you would just look at the company, it would be completely different evaluations everywhere. And of course, everything, if you look at the PE ratios, the valuation has been very high in the past years, and maybe now we're more down to a normalized, healthy PE. It's hard to say. Usually, when you try to evaluate a company, you have to put in a future expectation, and that future expectation is usually so much that it's hard to tell the true value of a business. So a lot of times you just end up looking at the cash flow, and I think that's the minimum you should look at now. Of course, that the company's actually bringing in money. Then if the inflation is high, okay, well, the prices are high, the costs are high, but everything evens out as long as there's profitability. But for our 4 weeks, we have had the buy the dip portfolio that have been buying up everything because the prices have gone down, and that's basically now fully invested. Just like the 2 other portfolios, we decided to put 50,000 in each portfolio, invest in increments of 10,000 a week. So now 4 weeks have passed, so we have invested fully. Of course, the second portfolio where we let the profits run, we haven't actually bought anything, or every time we bought, we sold. So there we still have a lot of cash, and it's of course the best performing portfolio at the moment. So we're going to continue looking at these portfolios, and this is maybe also a good reminder of how often you should look at your investments. Is it really worth looking daily, weekly? Do you really expect something to happen tomorrow? Could there really be something that would just flip the market? Yeah, of course, it could be a catastrophe. It could be something in the war. But a lot of times, maybe we just should zoom out. And I mean, the trend is really clear. And will a change happen at midnight tonight? It's not that likely. So I think when you try to predict how the market is going, how our portfolios are going to go, it's actually not that difficult in this market because the direction is so clear. But let's see what happens. I'm Eric Snell. If you want to know more about vanilla equity, just go to vanillaequity.com, and I'll see you next week again.